Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're interested in exploring more ancient Eastern fantasy tales, please subscribe to my channel. Today, I'm going to share a fantastical story from the Southern Dynasty's period of China, which took place between 420 and 589 AD. Mount Wuzhun is a renowned mountain in Jiannan, located 100 li west of the county town. In recent times, there was a Taoist priest named Xu Zhongshen who, from a young age, sought the path to immortality. He was devoted and focused, living a life of poverty, yet steadfast in his moral integrity, growing even more resolute with age. Xu Zhongshen was walking along a mountain path when he was caught in a heavy rainstorm. Unable to withstand the fierce wind and thunder, he lost his way. Suddenly, in a flash of lightning, he saw a mansion that resembled the residence of a high-ranking official, so he approached it seeking shelter from the rain. Upon reaching the gate, he saw a man dressed in brocade who turned to look at him. Xu Zhongshen introduced himself as the local Taoist priest. The man in brocade, who introduced himself as the gatekeeper envoy, Xiao Heng, returned the bow. Xu Zhongshen began to discuss the storm with him, and the man sincerely invited him into the mansion. Xu Zhongshen asked, "Since the establishment of this mountain village, I have never seen such a residence."
The gatekeeper replied, "This is a place for immortals, and I am the official in charge of guarding the gate for them."
Soon after, a young woman appeared, her hair styled in double buns, wearing a crimson skirt and a blue patterned silk blouse. In her left hand, she held a golden-handled horsetail whisk. She called out,
"Who is the envoy speaking with outside? Why hasn't it been reported?"
The gatekeeper replied, "This is the local Taoist priest Xu Zhongshen." Moments later, the young woman called out again, "The celestial official requests Xu Zhongshen to enter." The same young woman then led Xu Zhongshen through a corridor to a small courtyard south of the main hall. There, they saw a man who appeared to be in his 50s, with skin, body, beard, and hair all white. He wore a hat made of gauze and a white silk shawl embroidered with silver patterns. The man said to Xu Zhongshen, "I know that you have been sincerely cultivating the Tao for many years and are a person who transcends the mundane.
I have a young daughter who is well versed in the methods of Taoist cultivation. According to her destiny, she is meant to marry you, and today is an auspicious day and a favorable time."
Xu Zhongshen stepped down from the platform to express his gratitude and then requested to meet the lady of the house. The man stopped him, saying,
"I have been widowed for 7 years. I have 9 children, 3 sons and 6 daughters. The one who will be your wife is my youngest daughter."
The man then ordered preparations for the wedding ceremony in the back hall. Soon, food and wine were served, and after the man and Xu Zhongshen had finished eating and drinking, the night deepened. Xu Zhongshen heard the tinkling of women's jade ornaments, and a strange, rich fragrance filled the air. The lights were brilliant, and someone led Xu Zhongshen to another room. On the 3rd day after the wedding, Xu Zhongshen happily toured the residence, inspecting each room. He came to a west-facing shed and saw 14 feathered cloaks hanging on bamboo poles. One was made of kingfisher feathers, while the rest were made of crow feathers. Among the crow cloaks, there was one made of white crow feathers. He then went to the southwest and found another shed, where 49 feathered cloaks hung on poles, all made of owl feathers. Xu Zhongshen secretly felt puzzled. When he returned to his room, his wife asked him,
"You were just touring around. What did you see? Why do you seem so downcast?"
Xu Zhongshen did not answer. His wife then said,
"Immortals can float lightly up to the heavens, all relying on their feathered wings. Otherwise, how could they travel thousands of miles in an instant?"
Su Zhongshan then asked, "Whose are the crow-feathered cloaks?" His wife replied, "Those are my father's feathered cloaks." He then asked, "Whose is the kingfisher feathered cloak?" She answered, "That belongs to the maid who often announces and ushers in visitors." He continued to ask about the other crow-feathered cloaks, and she said, "They belong to my brothers and sisters." When he asked about the owl-feathered cloaks, she explained, "They belong to the night watchmen and patrols, people like the gatekeeper envoy, Xiao Heng." Before she could finish speaking, suddenly the entire household was thrown into a state of panic. Su Zhongshan asked the reason, and his wife told him, "The villagers are about to go hunting on the mountain and will set fire to it." Soon, everyone said, "We didn't have time to make a feathered cloak for Xu Lang. After today's parting, let's consider our meeting as a fleeting encounter." Everyone then took their feathered cloaks and flew off in all directions. The mansion that Xu Zhongshan had seen earlier was nowhere to be found. Xu Zhongshan then named that place Mount Wujin. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe for more fascinating Asian tales. See you next time.